Get set up here. All right. We are just all right. If you're just logging on to watch, you can go ahead and use the chat feature to send any questions in that you might want us to take a look-see at, and hopefully we can help you out, get you going. Just logging on to watch. You can go ahead and use the chat feature to send any questions in. All right, so we're just waiting for some questions to come on in. And you could do that via the chat. All right, just in case you can't hear me, I'm going to type it out on the message here. All right, so we're just sending out a basic question to see if you're able to hear me and how the sound is going. I know we had some trouble last week, I guess, where we couldn't hear, so we tried to adjust that a little bit. Any questions that you have, go ahead and put them in the chat. We can go ahead and on Pay the Pool Man. All right. Do you have any questions? Anything you want to see done on the program? I'm drinking my coffee so I can stay awake here. See if I could find a receipt. We'll do a login and expense. Let's see. When you need a receipt, you can't find one. Grab one real quick. All right, and remember, if we have any questions here, trying to find a fake bill that we could use a picture of. And then we can go ahead and show you how to do an expense log. Let's see. No, that's not a good one. And these are really hard to find. All right, maybe we'll just take this picture off the old internet. All right. So we got a fake image here. Let's go ahead and find it. Well, since we don't seem to have too many folks jumping on, just make sure. Yep. All right. Let's see here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stop this, and then we'll reboot it up, and we'll get some neat stuff going here. Let me just check one thing real quick. Let's go add a fake payment. And let's go ahead and take that. Perfect. Okay, if you're watching, I'm going to go ahead and reset the stream. You just stay on the same page, it'll light back up. All right, thanks for coming to Paythepoolman.com. We are starting our live webinar, and now we're going to go over some things that we had some questions come in on, and pertains to linking your account with our credit card processing company, and we'll kind of walk you through that process, and then then we're going to go ahead and log in some expenses, add some vendors, kind of look at the opposite side of doing income, and track our expenses a little bit. So let's go ahead and we'll start with the credit here. Let's see. All right. So let's link up our account here on our credit. So what you're going to do after you sign up with Paythepoolman.com is you are going to go ahead and you are going to complete your company information. That is this page right here. And to get to this page, you just go over to the settings button on your top orange menu bar. And we would scroll on down after we complete this information. And we can see at the very bottom, we have how to add our credit card processing. And it's really just a click of a button. You can see that the percentage is 2.9% of your transaction plus 30%. Paythepoolman.com doesn't get any of that. That is strictly to the credit card processor, and it's pretty much the same as using PayPal. So the one advantage, well, there's many advantages, but this one is much better for service-based companies, because if you use PayPal to collect payments for work that you do, you see PayPal was designed for goods, not for services. So if you go ahead and collect a payment that you've collected for, let's say, 1 month of pool service, and on the 3rd week of that pool service, that customer is irate, they're fully upset with you, whether it's your fault or not, and they don't want to work with you, and let's just say they contact PayPal. PayPal will remove that money straight out of your bank account. You give them the right to reach into your bank account and pull that money out. And for services that are already rendered, just because we've all had these customers where you can't satisfy them. And that's why we chose not to go with PayPal. We didn't want to give them a higher power than what you would have to collect payments. So this is more company friendly than buyer friendly. Now I say that just in that sense. As far as how easy it is for them to use, it's very simple. It's very fast, and it really couldn't be simpler for them to make their payments. And realistically, if they make a payment the first month, the second month, they don't even have to put their credit card information in, because they can check a box that says save this information, don't forget me, and Stripe, the credit card processor, will save that data. You don't have to save it. I don't have to save it. It is a way secure at the credit card processors. That's kind of the highest level of security that you can provide, is by taking it out of your hands and putting it into their hands. So that way we don't have to pay any compliance fees like PCI. Like if you have QuickBooks, you'll get hit with the PCI fee every year. You do not get that with Paythepoolman.com. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to click Add Credit Card Processing via Stripe. And what that's going to do is take us to our Stripe Connect page. Now you can see on the top here, this says development mode. That's because we're on a test page. I'm not going to sign up for a real Stripe account, but I will show you exactly how you need to do it. So if you already have a Stripe account, you can click this button right here to sign in, and then you'll pretty much just hit connect and you'll be all done. If you do not have Stripe already, no big deal. We'll just scroll on down. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the bottom of the page. There's not many fields that's required. I'm going to click authorize to access this account, and that's going to show us in red everything that they're going to need. So realistically, tell them about your pool or tell them about your business. So you're a pool service company, pool repair company, however you want to list it. Your address, your website. Go ahead and put in all of your basic information that you need to accept credit cards, your business name, your business phone number. They need your bank details so that they can deposit money. And your first payment that you receive, they will hold for 7 days to verify that you aren't a fraudulent account. So that's just a protection. So after 7 days, they'll release it, and they'll never do that again. It's kind of just their way to say, okay, you're a new account, no big deal. We're going to hold this for 7 days. After 7 days, we'll release it. Then from that point on, it's pretty much a day or two between the customer making a payment and you receiving it in your bank account. And they take their fees out before it ever hits your bank account. So that part's pretty nice. I know for our company, we used to use QuickBooks online credit card processing, and they would deposit the money and then they would take the money out of the account. So it'd be like 2 transactions every time. So you're just going to keep going down, email the password that you want to use for Stripe, and you'll hit authorize access to this account. Now, because this is a test page, I can just click this button up here. It'll show you the same thing. Now you're back on Paythepoolman.com. You're adding your new credit card processing, and it'll put you right back at your billing page. And that's it. So if you scroll down on this test one, it's not going to show, it's going to still show add credit card processing. On yours, it's going to show that you are connected to Stripe, and it'll have a red button that says deconnect with Stripe. You know, if for some reason you didn't want to use Stripe anymore, no big deal. You can go ahead and click that red button and it would just get rid of it right away. And, I think we can mimic that. Let me pull something up here real quick. We'll make a change. That way you can see, go to Stripe here. All right. Let's see if we reload this page. All right, so I reloaded the page. I put a fake Stripe account on this test account that we have. So you can see you are now accepting payments through Stripe.com. And if you want to cancel it, no big deal. You just hit cancel Stripe credit card processing. And then it just detaches that for you. Click OK. It's going to reload the page and you're done. You don't have to call anybody. You don't have to, sit on wait for a long time. You could just go ahead and get that all done. So now let's go ahead. We'll check something else out here. Get a drink. All this talking makes my throat go a little hoarse. Gotta love coffee. Good times. All right, so now we're on our home page, and we have how-to videos on how to add an expense, but figure we might as well spend some time on it. Last week on our webinar, we went through a lot of your basic billing items, and just so you know, on your left side here, this green bar that you see with the blinky arrow, that's going to go away after your first month. So you really want to utilize a lot of these how-to videos. That way you don't have to go find them anywhere or go to the help page and look for them. But today we're going to go ahead, we're going to go over to our expenses. So we're going to click more. We're going to add an expense and click that. And we're going to attach a photo, because why not, right? So we have a couple boxes that we have to complete here. Okay, we're going to start with choose vendor. So we're going to click that. You can see we have two vendors listed. Okay, PEP and SCP. Realistically, I just threw them in there because they're nice and easy to type in. But let's say we want to add another one. So let's add a vendor real quick. So we'll go vendor quick add. Click that button. It's going to open up our page here. Vendor name. And let's just say it's going to be Bees Pool Supply. It's a local vendor that we have out here, and really great service. So let's just save changes. All right, it's going to tell us that that vendor's been added. So we'll go ahead and use that new vendor. So choose vendor. We're going to go on down. If you see, now we have Bees, PEP, SCP. Let's go with Bees Pool Supply. And we're going to go to a category. So you don't really have any categories at the beginning when you start to use Pay the Pool Man. We do that because everybody seems to like certain specific categories that they'd like to set up. Some people like to say truck gas. Some people like to say automotive expenses. You know, you could get as nitty gritty as you want. And so we're going to go ahead. We don't have any categories listed, so let's add a category. So we'll go category quick add. Okay, and the category name, let's say 50 pounds trichlor. We all love trichlor, right? And we're going to say it's not a subcategory, or if you wanted to have like chemicals, you could make this a subcategory that you'd have to create the chemicals first, but we're just going to do a basic category. Oh, you know what? This isn't a good category name. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and we'll do pool chemicals. All right. And we're going to assign that to our expense. So we'll save that. Okay, that's been added. Okay, so now if we go to our expenses, we can see we have pool chemicals. Well, let's dive deeper. Let's say we want to go and we want to make it a subcategory. So we'll say expense category name, and we will say, oops, we'll go liquid acid. And we will say it's a subcategory of pool chemicals. We'll save that. All right. So now we will go ahead and let's say that we went to Bees Pool Supply, and we're going to pick our expense category here. And let's say if we wanted a general one, we could use the pool chemicals, but let's say we want to be real specific, we'll say liquid acid. And let's say we ordered 1 pallet. Is it 1T? So we will say 16 cases of acid, and we'll just throw liquid in there. All right, and let's just make up a random number. Let's say, I don't know, let's say $400. Just say it's random, and let's say that we made that payment today, and let's take a picture. And even though this is a receipt for a restaurant that I got off the internet, we're just going to put it on here to see what it looks like. I love the name of that too. Make a fake restaurant receipt large. Awesome. We're going to hit save expense. and it's going to show you the image. Okay, so like for your typical receipt, you're going to see a entire page from your supplier. It'll show us for B's, it'll show what it was for, your description, amount, and the date. And then if you're doing expenses that day, you just keep on going, whether you have a photo or not. And then, so let's go, where are we going to ever find that, that amount? So let's go to more on the top here, and we'll go down to reports. I'm going to load up our report center, and let's go do a profit loss. All right, so we have two fields, a beginning date and an ending date of a profit and loss. And let's just go 1 month back, and we will go to the end of this month, and we'll run that. Okay, so we can see right now that under our expenses we have our $400, and we have $400 listed for our total expense. And so right now our net income is negative 400 because we got no income listed. We haven't ran our billing yet, and a business without income, that's not good. So that's really easy on how to run a report. That was showing you how to go in and add an expense. And while we did that, we added a vendor. We also added a category and a subcategory. So we have pool chemicals as our main category and liquid acid as a subcategory of that. And you could take them down as deep as you want to go, however you like to keep track of your stuff. I know some companies just like to say chemicals, and some companies like to break it down by tabs, shock, soda ash, because they like to kind of dig into those numbers. And you can do any which way that you want. Paythepoolman.com kind of gives you those abilities. Another one that we had come up, a question that came up earlier this week, and we'll just go over it real quick. How to add an income item. What is an income item? Well, if we go to like add a customer, okay, we have all our basic data, his company name, so let's say it's an apartment complex, or if it's a residential, you just put in their regular information here. And we go over here to our auto billing, enter an item to auto bill. Okay, well, let's say we wanted to do, let's say we wanted to word it specifically like spa service, and we don't see it here, okay? We're gonna go ahead and go over, we'll hit more, income items. And if you ever are curious, you can just simply click check existing items and say, okay, is anything under spa come up? Oh, only Spotlight. And if you wanted to check it, you can click it and it'll show you the description and the price. And if you want to change it, great. If not, let's add a new one. So down here, we'll follow the arrows and let's say spa service. And I like to put the amount in there. You don't have to if you don't want to. But let's say spa service, $70. And we can just write for our description, 1 month of spa service for, we don't have to write 70 again. Why not? And we will write that under service. That way it's not a sell, it's a service. No tax on that. And we're going to write in $70. Hit add item. It's going to go ahead and save that item. Relist it. So now if we go to check existing items, we type in spa. Now look at that. We got spa service. Boom, popped up right there. So let's go add that customer again. Go plus customer up here at the top. Enter item for auto billing. Scroll on down to our spa service, $70. It's going to pre-fill this data for us. This guy, let's do email because we love doing email. And guess what? If you try to hit add new customer, it ain't going to work because you got to put in a minimum amount of data, and it'll show all right here for you. And let's see. I think that's all we're going to go over today. So any questions, always send them to support@paythepoolman.com, or you can go to paythepoolman.com, and on our homepage we have a form for you to fill out if you want to contact us that way. Or you can also contact us at our phone number. Let's pull that up for you. We'll go paythepoolman.com. All right, see our page here. And if we go down to contact, or go up to contact and click it, that'll take us all the way to the bottom. You can see our numbers listed right here, 951-446-1009, and we will try to return your call after 3 o'clock. That way you're not out in the field not doing your billing, but we'll try to contact you when you are able to do your billing. That way we can help you out. I'm gonna scroll on up here. And I love this little video. You know, if you haven't checked out how to do bids on Paythepoolman.com, it's great. It's all automated. It's online. Go to our YouTube channel and check out the video on doing a bid. Okay, but that's going to conclude for today, and hope everybody has a great day. Goodbye.